Okay, so now the battery pack wants to die, so we're just really gonna get this reading like finished. Okay, so there's gonna be some kind of divine encounter that has to do with this termination, right? Because this termination, or the reason why the termination is happening, right, it's just straight bullshit. Excuse me, bullcrap. That's what it is. Something about it was a side mission anyway, so just know that it's time to let go of it. There's a higher divine calling for you. This could potentially have to do with an anime fan that is high vibrational. The chiropractor spa is blowing your back out, like the sex god comment, right? So we also have some Virgo energy here that's in the reverse, most likely with the head in the clouds, right? So normally when you have your heads in the cloud, that's kind of like a cross between Sagittarius energy and like a sense of aloofness. So it's like between Sagittarius and Leo energy with Libra highlights, right? But when we have this Virgo in reverse, that is the same energy we're giving, right? Because Virgo is this perfectionist sign. That is the we need to be poignant, we need to be precise, accurate. We need to make sure that perfection is the highest echelon and the only echelon that we're on, right? That's the highest echelon, head in the clouds. That's normally a Virgo standpoint. However, we're getting, like I said, a sense of aloof, a sense of jolly, of free-flowing, kind of like a renewal, kind of like running through a garden of roses and like near a forest with the wind lightly brushing the leaves and the flower petals, and it's just like this ambiance. You can smell everything so fresh and crisp, but it's not cold, it's not cool, it's warm and inviting. Not too much sun, but not too much shade, you know, to where you can really see how life envelopes the earth, right? So that's what I'm kind of getting here. You have the vibe of being, you know, your head in the clouds, but you're like sitting on the ground and admiring the clouds, right? It's like from that distance that your head's in the clouds. So that's where the Virgo in reverse is. I would say it's not really Taurus energy. It's a little bit too upbeat for Taurus, but it's too grounded for Capricorn, right? Because Capricorns can be upbeat. I would say Sagittarius would be the closest I can get to the energy of Sagittarius and Libra mix. But then we also have this Aries here. That would be very much like a Sagittarius and Libra mix would be an Aries. Okay, so we really have our energies here. We know that the sun sign of this energy is Scorpio, so Scorpio male. But then we also realize that they are moving and in their Aries energy that's highly aspected in their charts. So I'm pretty sure it's either a Jupiter or a moon for the Scorpio. And then you have the Virgo energy here that, as we can see, is the mirroring effect of the Aries. Okay, so where you have someone who really doesn't care about perfection, but cares about being at the forefront, making sure that things happen with a bang, or being completely elusive and kind of being that shadow in the corner. On the reverse end, we have someone who is a perfectionist, but they don't let the whole world know that they are this critical and nitpicky. They are a little bit more relaxed and charming, so their corrections and suggestions are offered in a more inclusive way, saying like this, I'm going through this too, so let's go through it together. That really politician talk. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here by the reading. And overall, this person is passive or docile, right? They're considered a wimp. And I think that's the whole reason why they're in this seat, this political seat, right? The seat of authority, of leadership, to where they're telling others kind of, you know, what to do and how to do it. The Libra energy, as we were talking about. And then we have this Pisces energy in reverse. So here's this water energy, this very emotional, free-flowing sign. So we have 3 water signs. We have Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, right? Scorpio would be the other water sign here. But Scorpio has more of a, out of all of the sensitivities, Scorpio would be the strongest, right? Would have the the most confidence with the weakness of sensibility, right? Because it's not really a weakness, but other people can deem it as a weak trait because of the energies that are attached to it. It's not at all a weakness, though. It takes extremely strong people to truly purge their emotions through tears or through other mediums that are healthy and safe, and it be their healing process. And then they transmute energy for other people. They teach other people so they can transmute their own energy, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we're not talking at all about being sensitive. We are talking about sensibilities not being checked. You could be sensitive, but you have to understand when your sensitivity is too sensitive. That's what we mean by sensibility. It's out of whack. Okay? Now with the Pisces being in reverse, and now that we see the Scorpio kind of in limbo here, we're talking about the softest and squishiest of the signs is Cancer. So this Pisces would be in the middle. Right, so it'd be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. When it comes to strength, Cancer being the softest out of all of them, because they're the more confirmation again. They're the more sensitive of the energies because of the motherly aspect, because of the nurturing, the empathy is their root, whereas for Pisces, compassion is their root. And for Scorpio, experience is their root. So a Scorpio would have to go through the experience, and whether or not they have compassion for you, they can understand what's going on. Pisces will have to go through the experience and have compassion. They would have to be able to draw their experience in with yours in order for them to truly see what's going on. And then you have the Cancer, where it's, well, we don't have to really draw any experiences at all. I can see where you're coming from just based on the feeling that you're showing me. It's just very different. It's empathy opposed to compassion, opposed to experience. And that's what you're getting with all the water signs, even though they offer a similar nurturing effect with the flow. Okay, but this Pisces is in reverse. So what I'm seeing here is like this person is not actually Pisces. They don't have Pisces anywhere in their chart. However, this Scorpio energy that is coupled again with the Virgo, the Libra, the Aries energy is what's giving off this backwards Pisces energy. So this is how they're moving. This is how other people are seeing that they show up in the world. But they only look like this in the world because of this Aries that mixes with this Scorpio, that mixes with this Libra, right? This passive and docile Libra, right? And we're noting that this is an earth angel here. They're just a transformer. They can transform into almost everything. You could be prude, you could be not be a prude, you could be planting seeds, or you can be up in the clouds. Like at this point, it's a lot. You could be passive and docile. However, you're upfront and you speak on things that are most important to you. Okay, here we get your chipper. You leave people slumped or knocked out. Because you live now. So you sleep. People aren't allowed to sleep on you. That's what I'm getting here. Like how you show up in the world is always changing. It's always spontaneous. It's something new. You're living now. There's no stagnant or regressive energy with you. Okay? There's never a sense of, oh, let's abort mission. Like this is not the way to go anymore. That's not you. You're the opposite of that. You're like mission completed, mission impossible, so that you can attain this material abundance. Right? You might have a thing for chocolate or brown skin individuals, or you may identify with that most since you are of Jewish faith, or maybe around the community a lot, yet you don't identify with the culture anymore. You don't practice the culture anymore. Okay, well, what is your new environment, who you're around? Well, if your new environment is around Chocolate City, then maybe that's who you are now identifying as and showing up in the world more similarly to. You know, you're like a chocolate brown person that, you know, is Pisces, that acts like a Pisces, right? You're just really ambiguous. And you know what? I'm also getting that if your sun sign isn't Scorpio, then your sun sign is definitely Libra. I'm getting a rising of Aries or a moon in Aries. But definitely sun sign Scorpio or Libra, because the sun sign and the moon sign, or the sun sign and a hyperactive sign, the sun sign and a hyperactive sign with these two, And then this will be the rising or the moon. And then that's why with the Virgo, and that's why we show up as Pisces, right? So the rising or the moon, Aries and Virgo, rising and moon. Libra, Scorpio, one of the two are the suns, and then you show up as a Pisces energy. Okay, so I think I've definitely let that be over-explained as a teacher, a gal teacher. Definitely over-explained that. I got it. And I think that's because this is how that individual talks, right? It's very political. It's kind of like in their survival mode, but the words that they're saying is not, oh, you know, give me $1, give me this, give me that, I need this, I need that. It's more like, allow me to offer this, allow me to offer that. And most people who are podunk or, you know, aren't I don't know, aren't have a higher hierarchy, you know, they're in a different caste system, like considered middle class or not impoverished or whatever the case is. Like, you can tell an impoverished mind by how they explain themselves and how they articulate, right? So you can sit here and be sporadic and be frantic, but then your words be melodic and graceful. It's just the visual of you doesn't match the verbiage or verbiage. I remember when Miss Samuels corrected me on that. Good times. Miss Samuels was like, she looked like Sabrina from Teenage Witch with glasses. That's what she looked like. She was a very young teacher, and she did not play about her grammar, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Actually, before I really double back, let's figure out why we need to know about this energy. Why do we need to know about this politician that enjoys home-cooked meals? I can tell already that it's most likely because there's a lot that we don't know about this individual, yet they're about to be the most popular person on the news, the most popular person to be spoken about, but no one knows a lot of details about them to truly form conclusive data. You get what I'm saying? People want to write them off, consider them as corrupted, when in actuality they don't give off enough about themselves for you to discern their personality, right? Most politicians don't. So here's an opportunity for you to see like a chosen one, a good guy, that as we started off the reading, it was a little bit iffy. It was like, oh, who is this? And now we see, oh, this person is androgynous. This person is a balance. This person is really honing into, you know, his free will. And it's a masculine energy, which we've why are words escaping me right now? You know what, words are escaping me because that's how it is as a politician. All the words are there, and then for a moment when you need to take a break so that the crowd collects themselves, your confirmation, then, you know, the next point comes across, and then you're able to, you know, move in a different flow and then shift the focus. And it's a lot of psychology when it comes to like public speaking, especially in the political standpoint. Okay, so just know that this man, this Muslim or French man, that has some kind of Hebrew descent but doesn't practice it, and is around a lot of chocolate people or identifies with chocolate people, may be moving in a reverse Pisces energy. Just know that they're a good guy. They may have a roster, hint a roster, very, very long roster. However, they have pure intentions. Okay, so they show up as respectful, they show up as ethical, and they show up as moral. So they can, in a sense, be trusted if you're using proper discernment. Okay, but again, you make your own decisions, even though, you know, we cast judgment regardless. We cast judgment. Remember, this is a non-judgmental zone. Reminds me of SpongeBob. Okay, I'm off this. All right, until the next, I'll see you soon.